All right, so you hear all this talk in the news, right? Economists are saying there's a pretty big chance of a recession coming up. And look, most of us are just thinking about how to get through it, how to survive. But what if I told you that you could build a business that doesn't just survive an economic storm, but actually gets stronger because of it? Sounds crazy, I know. But let's break down how that's actually possible.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds completely backwards, doesn't it? We're all taught to just brace for impact, to hunker down. But the answer is a huge definite yes. A business can get stronger. The secret, though, is you have to understand where the money actually goes when things get tight. Because here's the thing, it doesn't just vanish into thin air. It moves. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. We all feel it, right? It's that quiet pressure when you're at the grocery store or filling up your car and you just know your dollar isn't going as far as it used to. It's like this constant low-grade hum of economic uncertainty. And this pressure, it's not just hitting us, you and me. It's putting a massive strain on the real engine of our whole economy.
And that engine, well, think about this number for a second. 33 million. That's how many small businesses there are in America. We're talking about the local coffee shop you go to, the plumber you call, that family-run restaurant down the street. These guys create more than 60% of all new jobs. They are, quite literally, the lifeblood of our communities.
But here's the problem. Unlike those massive corporations with billions stashed away, these small businesses are the most vulnerable. They're basically the leaky boats in this coming storm. So the real question becomes, how do you build a safe harbor? Not just for yourself, but a business that can actually help all those other boats stay afloat.
Okay, so to figure that out, we have to ask the single most important question you can ask in business during a downturn. In a recession, where does the money actually go? Because if you can nail that down, you can plant yourself right in the middle of its path. And what's wild is, the answer is way more predictable than you might think.
See, for decades now, businesses have been following this, well, let's call it the recession playbook. It's this super predictable two-step dance that pretty much every company, from the huge guys down to the little ones, does to survive the financial pressure.
Okay, so step one is the one we all know and, honestly, we all dread. They cut the fat. They slash spending on anything that's just a nice to have. This is where you see layoffs and budget cuts. But step two, this is where the real opportunity is hiding. They take all that money they just saved and they immediately reinvest it into their absolute must-haves, the things they literally cannot survive without, their lifelines.
So the big question is, what's the number one must-have when every single dollar counts? Well, it's one word: efficiency. Anything, any tool, any service, any strategy that helps a business do more with less suddenly becomes absolutely essential. It goes from being a luxury item to a critical lifeline. And right now, what is the single most powerful tool for efficiency on the entire planet? You guessed it, it's artificial intelligence. See, when things get tough, AI that creates efficiency isn't just some cool tech trend anymore. No, it becomes a straight-up economic necessity.
Okay, but hold on a second. I know what you're thinking. We all hear this talk about a potential AI bubble, right? That it's all just hype and feels super risky. So how in the world do you know which AI services are a safe bet? How do you separate the real deal from the fluff? Well, luckily, the data tells a very clear story. And get this, it's actually kind of shocking. A report from MIT found that a whopping 95% of these huge custom-built AI projects fail. They just don't deliver a return on investment. We're talking about the really complex stuff, where giant companies try to build something totally new from scratch. It's a huge, huge risk. But then, on the flip side, check this out. A study from the Wharton School found that 75% of companies are seeing positive returns from AI. So, what gives? What's the difference? Well, it turns out all that success is coming from something much, much simpler. Using basic, off-the-shelf AI tools for quick, easy wins. So this is the whole game right here, this one distinction. On one side, you have complex AI, super high-risk, custom-built stuff from massive companies that almost always fails. And on the other side, you have simple AI, quick wins, focused on small businesses using tools that already exist. And that second path, it has a massive success rate. Suddenly, the way forward is crystal clear.
And that means the opportunity here is clear. It isn't about being some tech genius coding the next big AI from your garage. No, the real opportunity is to be the bridge. It's about connecting all those vulnerable small businesses with the simple, proven AI tools that can literally be their lifeline in a downturn.
And this business model actually has a name. It's called the AITP Light model. That stands for AI Transformation Partner Light. And the most important words there are light and no code. This whole thing is designed so that anyone can do it. You don't need a technical background at all.
So what do you actually do? Well, it boils down to 3 really simple services that are in huge demand. Number 1, the AI tools audit. You just help a business find the best, simple tools for their specific needs. Number 2, team training. You show their staff how to actually use these new tools. And number 3, setup partner. You help them get everything installed and running smoothly. That's the whole business. And notice, not a single line of code in sight. Okay, I know exactly what a lot of you are probably thinking right now. This all sounds great, but I'm not a tech expert. I don't have some fancy degree in computer science, right? That feeling of I'm not qualified is the single biggest roadblock for people, but it's based on a total misunderstanding of what this is all about.
I want you to really let this next idea sink in because it changes everything. You don't need to have read the entire book on AI. You just need to be one chapter ahead of the person you're trying to help. That's it. Your job isn't to be the expert, it's to be the guide.
Because here's the reality. That local business owner is so swamped just trying to run their company, they haven't even had time to open the book on AI. They are on chapter 0. All you have to do is read chapter 1, figure out the basics of a few simple tools, and then turn around and explain it in plain English. That service, right there, is unbelievably valuable to them. So, let's wrap this all up. Here's the whole argument in a nutshell. The problem? You've got 33 million small businesses at risk, and everyone's scared of a complex AI bubble. The insight: during a downturn, businesses pour money into efficiency. And we know that simple AI tools have a massive 75% success rate. And the solution? You become that AITP light and provide simple, no-code AI services to help them.
Look, this economic storm, it's coming. We can't really control that. So you have a choice. You can get tossed by the waves just like everyone else, or you can learn to see the opportunity inside the chaos. You can learn how to build the boat that not only keeps you safe, but helps keep the heart of our entire economy afloat. The path is there. The only real question left is, are you going to build the boat